just got super windy, so bandana weather. And I'm going to finish packing up the stuff. I'm going to White Sands, which means I get to drive through the Oregon mountains. I'm going to try really hard to take video when I do it, guys, but it's a windy day. If it's not too windy when I'm passing through, I will bring you some Oregon footage. If not, I will bring you footage on the return journey. So super cool. I'm so excited to go. Oh, holy crap. Holy, look at this. Camping for the first time on the east side of the Oregon mountains tonight. We are going to this little, it's like $7 a night. Oh, I'm so happy. I like totally let her spontaneity catch me. I've been wanting to do this for so long. What? And look at all the yucca. Oh, the yucca. Oh, the yucca. Check them out. Check them out. They're everywhere. Wow. Fucking yucca. Yummy, yummy. Gold. Oregon Mountain Desert Peaks National Monument, baby. Oh, wow. Are you serious? This is what I'm driving into? Look how gorgeous it is. Somebody knows we're getting to a camp spot soon. She's getting ready. Get that plume on that yucca. What? Okay. Wow, this is just ridiculous. Just driving in here is spectacular. Oh my God. Oh, this is so worth it. Just look at this campsite. And I gotta remember to put the thingy on the pole. But look at our gorgeous sky tonight. Oh, it's just heavenly. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna make it better. Here we go. There it is. That's what it really looks like. Right there. Wow. This will be our sunrise view. That's my little pavilion right there if I need it. I mean, what the heck? This is crazy awesome. Oh, look at the beast. And this is where we camped. Look at our tree and the gorgeous organs. Oh, wow. Holy cow. I've never been this close, guys. I've just never been this close. And then I have this cool, gnarly pinoc. We have shelters. That's my shelter and grill. This is my backyard with the sun. And check out our fun clouds. I can never remember what these are called, but they do have a name. It looks like a giant sperm. Sorry, guys, but it does. Okay. And there in the distance, I'm going to zoom, is White Sands. Hey there. See that little teeny tiny white strip? That is it, and that is where we are going today. It is super windy, so it's going to be a bandana. And like, I want something I can do this with so that I don't get sand in my face. Yeah. Because I'm one of those. I don't like to eat it. So, I like to walk on it, not eat it. Alright, oops. I'm backlit. That doesn't really work well, does it? Okay. So, here we are. Wait, I gotta do my... There's my friend. Wait, nope. They're over there. Okay, so now off we go to White Sands. I will be coming back to this
campground. It is freaking phenomenal. I have a friend who lives in Cruces, and I think I'm going to tempt them to camp. I don't think I have to tempt them. I think they're the ones who told me about it, actually, if I remember. Anyway, they're going to come meet me here. I'm just making this decision now. We're going to have an awesome time hanging out here at some point in the future. Oh, guys, I so hate to be leaving this place. Seriously. But we're going to White Sands. I will come back here. I mean, just look at this freaking campground. Every site I pass, I'm like, oh, cool. Look over there. Look over there.
Off
There's
to White Sands.
So look, like here's another cool site. And then over here's a cool site. And everybody's got a view of some amazing kind. Oh, and look at this. Down here, group sites. So anybody who needs a group campsite, it looks like you can do that too. Wow, handicap accessible. This is so awesome. Oh, there is my friend. Oh, she's taking pictures. Look at that. Oh, I should be too. Hang on. Look at that view. Oh, wait, oops. Oh, but that is a beautiful capture right there, isn't it, people? Oh, just look at, I just came around the corner here and had to stop once again. Oh, that's just ridiculous, right? The Oregon mountains. Oh, between Las Cruces and White Sands, you got to cross through the pass. It's so $7 a night, you can't beat it. With views like this? Now, I mean, obviously, I don't want people storming the place. And it is pretty primitive. There's only pit toilets, but they do have garbage. And there's a limited stay. So, you know, I don't remember how many days it is, but there is a limited stay. It's like all campgrounds. Anyway, unless you go to a long term, but this is not one of them. This is so beautiful. I mean, you can see it over my shoulder. Oh, look at that. All right, I gotta pay attention. I gotta speed bump here. Welcome to White Sands, one of the most magical places here in New Mexico. I absolutely adore the opportunities I get to come here. It is such a spiritual spot for me. Being able to be barefoot on the sand is a huge thing for me. I don't get to go barefoot very often. So this is my favorite place here in New Mexico to come and connect with the land. Just magic.
Look at that, Yucca. Look at that cloud. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh.
It's alright, I use music. Or I don't work. Alright.
Assume the position.
We'll try. So hold the handles. You gotta lean back. Okay. Okay. We'll get this. Maybe. Okay.
Bombs away! No.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Except for the face full of sand.
See how she carefully waxes her board, and now she's getting ready. Watch how she cleverly lays her cushion. I'm going to zoom out, and she will zoom down the mountain at lightning speeds. Here we go. The pink blur. There she goes. Woo! That was maybe an 8.5, 9.5. Oh, a 10 from the Eastern European judges. Yes. Been here before, but this is the visitor center. Ta-da! I love a nice desert garden.
Look how gorgeous that is today. Look at this approach. What the heck?
I got myself this little nook. This is my spot for the next 2 days. Wow, look at that. And then if I turn around, we got a little glare from the sun. But yeah, I know. Tomorrow morning, this will be the view. This is my little pavilion. And then looky. Ooh, how pretty. Right? What a campsite. What a campground. Just yum.
B, you the best. I'm so stoked. I actually found a way to get an extra night, so I'm going to be here for 2 nights now. Couldn't resist. I was like, I got to spend the day here. Yeah, such a beautiful place. And I'm literally at the foot of one of my favorite mountain ranges, the Oregons, and I love it. I don't know, can you hear the music? Oh, I don't know, if you've never been to a pipe organ concert, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it is a visceral experience. If you are in a place with enough pipes, holy, you will feel it in your gut. I am bundled because it is windy out there, and I want to catch some shots of the light right now. So I'm going to go take a little walk around, do that, but I probably won't do too much videoing because the wind is wah. Unless I see something super. Okay. Yeah, isn't that a gorgeous view with an amazing, beautiful stump? Oh my God. And then this trail is right behind my van. And that's a lot of wind, so. There's another beautiful stump. Just look at that view. How spectacular. What? I mean, how super duper cool. Right? Look at that. This was just right behind my van. I'm like, oh, I can't believe it. My heart pitter pat. Okay, yeah. I see. This path also goes down to that campsite over there. But here is mine. Sing ho for the life of Pooh. That was some wind. But wow, this is so cool. I'm so glad that, like, B asked me to paint a painting. And I was like, yeah. yeah, so now I have a whole day to see the light from start to finish. And we don't have a ton of cloud tonight. Like, you saw that one little cute cloud, but that's it. So tonight's not going to be the light show, which is just fine. And sometimes the morning light is just that much more spectacular.
I'm autistic. And he goes, no. He's like, Marion, you're really enlightened out there, aren't you?
Oh, what a gorgeous subject matter. The Oregon Mountains. I had an amazing few days with my friend B, and then with my friend Alana, who came from Las Cruces to hang out. It was amazing. There's B, big smiles. And we had a wonderful, wonderful excursion together at White Sands. And this morning light on the organs just blew my mind. I am enamored by this light. Just look at that. Seriously, can't get any better than this, as far as I'm concerned. So, after this beautiful little montage of images, I will be painting. So if you like today's video, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put out a video. And now, into the studio we go. This painting is inspired by that image, and I will give you a little close-up of that image. Right? And then this is what I'm working on, and here's a close-up of that. So today what I'm working on I'm working on the mountains. As you can see, I've gotten some of the layering accomplished, and I'm reshaping as I'm going, as I had a beautiful silhouette before I put the sky in, but of course then I put the sky in and I have to recreate the mountaintops. And so now I'm doing it using of the purples, right? Like, it's all just based off the purple, and then I'm bringing in all these other mixes to just create different shades of it. I have this wonderful little bits of like ultramarine bluish tint in here, right? So they balance each other. And now I'm slowly kind of like either blending them or separating them or adding highlights. All of that being said, let's get to work. I have all of this mixed up here. So this is what my palette looks like. And I have also this one over here. So you can see this is my more sandy brown mixture, which is great coming down into this area here, right? And I use a little bit of that over here because I'm making my palette cohesive this way, right? And by using all of the same colors to create all the different colors, there will always be a cohesive balance. Shadows already in place. So we're just going to reconstitute that. It's going to take a second. I take most of the water. All right, I dip my brush in the water and I take most of it off now, right? Because I want to get a more dry brush. So I've just really squeezed all the water out of the brush after I've made this wet, right? So now I've let it sit on there for a moment. I'm gonna just start putting, this is not easy to do without the support of my lap underneath. This is how I do not overmix the white. And then I come over here and I blend it into this. So now I've created another variant. And it's very little on the brush in the end. But I love these long bristles. These are the Sarah Burns studio brushes that she designed specifically for gouache. And now I'm going to add some highlight. Oh, we're going to go over here. I'm working on cold press Arches 300-pound watercolor paper. And see, I'm doing my best to just keep it as loose as I can because I want to just try to like let there be the texture of the mountainside, right? That's why I love this cold press. It helps so that when I do this dry brush technique, that I can get that lighter tone to sit on the bumps and the purple underneath stay in those deeper bumps, so it creates wonderful texture for the mountainside. And in this process, less is more, always. You can always add. It becomes muddy when you try to remove it at this stage of the game. Don't try. You will be deceived into thinking you can do it. In the end, you will just create mud. So now I've done this so I can show you. See how I got a block there of color that I didn't necessarily want. I want it to be more textured than that. So now I'm going to go into my deep purple over here. And where was that spot? Here it is. So I want just a tiny bit more texture. So I'm just going to touch in a couple of spots. And notice I'm not putting it in heavy at first. I'm letting it be a gradual thing that I work in. Because again, I don't want it to get muddy. But I need contrast. So some of these darker areas have to become a little bit darker in order for those lights to really look bright white. All right, so that's me adding just a tiny bit more purple to those shadows. And you know, one of the ways I control water on the side of my little water base here, you can see the drips, right? And I will just sometimes just go boop, because that's all the water I need. Literally just the teeniest drop. Because I'm trying to keep my color opaque. And when you add too much water, it gets more translucent. Not only that, it will reactivate what's underneath, and I don't want to do that. We want this to sit on top, hence dry brush technique. If I think I still have too much, once I get the pigment on the brush, if I have too much water, I'm just going to touch the bottom of the bristles to get the water out so that it leaves the pigment at the top of the brush. It's so subtle. Please note, this is a really subtle process. And it's a little by slowly build up, because to me, I'm painting a portrait of this mountain, but I also want it to stay in the distance. And that's why I'm using really muted tones. That's kind of cool. What's up here? And this is the reshaping of the mountain. Gonna let all that dry, because I don't want to mess around with it too much, and like I said, I don't want to turn it into mud, so I'm gonna let it all dry. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go over here and fade out some of this and create more definition in this area. So, down here, stop. Okay, stop. That's too big, but I'm gonna make it work. Make it more. Too much of that. There we go. That's better. And now, now here's where reactivating what's behind it can be kind of cool, right? Like, I had a white and a blue behind this purple, and I can let all of that help me take this purple into a mid-tone. How nice that is? See how that just like, woo! Now I know this is not a perfect, because I am way too anal sometimes. All right. I feel better. So now we have some nice darks in here, and I can now go in here, take my little sandy pinky brown mix, and I'm going to come in here, and we is going to highlight some of these areas here. Really pop it out. I am using zinc white for my blending in all of this color. And I did use zinc white in the sky. I may decide to go in with permanent white and highlight some of these clouds a little bit just to bring them out some more, because I'm wanting a little more of a bright contrast. Here's my triangle. And then here's another one. Boom, 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 boom. All right, and this is where I'm going to stop for today because I want to let all of this fully dry before I go on any further, because I want to be able to give the paper an opportunity to relax back down, but also, yeah, so that my next layer can sit on top of what I've done here. Stay tuned for next week when I will finish this painting up for you, I hope, because my goal is to finish it this week. I look forward to being able to show you how I create all these beautiful yucca in here. I'm looking forward to putting in all the yucca. That's going to be a lot of fun. Look at that. Right? I don't know, maybe I can leave the clouds alone. What do you think? You think I can leave the clouds? I think maybe. Yeah, she coming along. Ta-da! Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. And if you would like to support this channel, if you would like to support my project of painting all 50 states and keep me moving forward, there are links below in the description. I have a link to my Patreon. I have links to my Venmo, my PayPal, Ko-Fi, my Instagram, if you'd like to have a closer look at images of paintings that I've painted to decide whether or not you would like to purchase one. And then you can message me. Yeah, if you would like to be a part of all this, check out my links below. I do keep track of all of my random contributions when I do publish this book after finishing my paintings in 50 states and writing all my stories about all the different places I've been. I plan on putting a list of everyone who contributed. I appreciate all of you who cared enough to help me in my time of need, and who also want to support somebody who is neurodivergent. I'm ADHD, and yeah, I'm doing my part. I'm working my butt off to get through all of it and keep moving forward on a project that I know that covers all of my special interests. And I would love to be able to perpetuate an income for myself in the sales of these books. And I say these books because I do plan to have other projects after I'm finished with my 50 states. So, yeah, a special thank you to my patrons who have been with me from day one. I started my Patreon back in June of 2020. And there are people who have been with me since then. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm grateful to all of my new patrons as well. And for those who've had to just be with me for a period of time and leave. You committed to helping me for a period of time. That was freaking amazing. Thank you. And that's another thing. You don't have to be a permanent anything. But I will tell you, I do keep track. And there will be at least a couple pages at this point, because that's how many different people have helped, of names. And all of you are a part of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. See you next week. Bye.